This is Vitamin C Daniels here for your Rock and Talk review. And after a review, I will make specific comments on some of the things that was said on the show. Firstly, come on, Chevy. I know you, buddy. I knew you had to do another one. When we first got into our argument, Chevy says and goes, "No, the show is done. The show is done." I know Chevy. Chevy lives for the show. Not even meaning it disrespectfully. That's his baby. I knew there's no way he wasn't going to do another show. Anyways, now, I actually made notes. So to make this somewhat professional, what I thought. Firstly, I knew from the beginning before listening that 90% was going to be about me and 100% of that was going to be insults. So I was prepared for that. So nothing was said that was shocked me. Except the one thing that was a shock was the threat from Scorpion King. I'll get into that later too. Alright, well, the show started off with a false introduction of Curtis. It was like a few seconds trying to get a hold of him, and it took a little while, but they eventually got him on, so that was all good. And I will review fairly from here on in. If there's anything I find funny, I'll say it. If I think they do something great, hell, I'll say it. Chevy then tells a story about playing basketball and makes a racist joke about KFC and them playing basketball, and then he proceeded to whine about the people stealing his ball and not letting him play with the ball, and makes another racist joke about having to wash his hands. I mean, it's been done many times, so I mean, it was whatever. It wasn't particularly offensive. And then he was trying to get Rock Angel on, and there was like a few minutes, like a minute, like dead silence. And I was like, okay, this sounds more like a call than a show, but okay, we'll do it that way. Then they come on, Scorpion King and Rock Angel, and Scorpion King proceeds to start threatening me. Chevy smartly kind of cuts him off there, which was good. I guess they said they made a video about me. I don't care. I have too much of a life to care. I don't sit there and Google me and see what people say about me. I don't care. Then they started talking about cups and basketball, and it was kind of boring. There's a few times where I wanted to cut off. I will say I did not listen to the last 5 minutes of the overtime, just because I was that bored. And then Bergie came on, and this is more insulted, ding dong, the bitch is dead, or something stupid. Very immature, very juvenile, but hey, that's what you expect from Rock and Talk with the Daniels. Just more insults, and now, that was my review, so I'll give the show, out of 5 stars, maybe a 1. Here's what happened, basically. I can already see Chevy doing this. Basically, he said, you know what, I don't really have content for the show, so we're just going to bash Vitamin C. And he starts off the show with, no, we're not going to talk about him, but I knew, knowing Chevy, they were going to talk about me. So basically, even though I'm not physically on the show, I was there in spirit, and I didn't even listen live. I just listened like a little bit ago. But the show was so dull and boring that they had to bring me up. I had to be there. So I was there in spirit. I was the invisible member of that show. And I know for a fact, Chevy, I know you, brother. Even if you hate me, I still like you. That's the thing. I don't hate you. I don't hate anybody. I'm not a hateful person. But I knew for a fact that they were going to have to bring me up. My challenge to you, Chevy, do one show, where I'm not brought up. I don't think you can. I know you don't have the material to do so. But I will be honest and say I like that I'm brought up. Because if you remember, your original intent was to delete me from show history. And the more you mention me, the more you make people aware that there was a Vitamin C on the show. So I actually like that. It made me smile hearing me get mentioned. It means I was on your mind that much. Now, to the individual responses. Scorpion King, come on, dude. Threatening. Is that really what our society has come down to? Do you have to just threaten people to feel good or feel big or feel macho? If you notice, I may insult, but I don't threaten. Threatening is just beneath me. I'm not a criminal. I'm not like that. That's just not me, dude. You want to threaten, go for it. I'll make many records to show that you threaten me. If anything happens to me, there's records. And no, they don't know you. We can't tell someone who's by their voice, but you'd be easy to track down. I mean, we can get Chevy from the show. It could lead back to Rock Angel, which, come on, would eventually lead to you, buddy. Come on. Police aren't as stupid as you think. But no, I don't call the cops, so I'm not trying to do that. If anything happens to me, of course, then someone will call the cops, but I don't do that. Um, but anyways, a few things that shocked me. Burgundy insulting me shocked me, where she said "Ding dong, the bitch is dead" or something stupid like that. Okay, now here's the thing. Here's what I expected. I expected Chevy to insult me. He didn't go as far as I thought he would. Shocked me. Um, Curtis, I thought would insult me more because I was mean to him, and I say that, and I say that apologetically that I should have been nicer to the guy. He's not a bad guy. I expected more from him as far as insults go. So that they didn't come shows that he is the bigger man than me in that instance. I don't have a problem with Curtis. Burgundy and Rock Angel. The fact I guess Rock Angel helped to make some video about me. Don't know. Haven't seen it. That shocked me because I have never been out and out mean to Rock Angel. I did the John Cena joke because her name is Thomas Cena. Thomas, take out Thomas, put in John Cena, just to be funny. But I've never been mean. In fact, there was one episode where she was on where I said, I wish she was here. I hope she's doing all right. So I've never been mean to her. So that shocked me. Burgundy sticking up for Chevy shocked me because me and her were always cool. We got along. You know, we were friendly with each other. So that shocked me. That kind of hurt. The only things that hurt out of all this, I would say, is Rock Angel, Thomasina's involvement, and Burgundy sticking up for Chevy, because I never did anything rude, mean, or disrespectful to them. The Scorpion King thing, I just don't get it. I don't know the guy from Adam, and he's going to sit there and say I'm this or I'm that or make the fat jokes. First of all, the fat jokes don't hurt because they come too often. I've heard it a lot in my life. Think about it. If you had a big pimple right there on your nose, I'll shine a light this here in a minute, but if you had a big pimple on your nose and everybody always cracked on you for it, when you get to be older, it's just like, yeah, I know it's there, whatever. So the fat jokes are they're just so easy to go for. I don't get why I do it. I mean, I do the gay joke because it's easy too, but there's a lot of other jokes I can do on people. I'm not going to sit here and do it now and try to be mean. Because even when I do my parodies, I'm not being mean, I'm trying to be funny. I'm trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be mean. That's the difference. When it comes off mean-spirited, it's not funny. That's why I try to walk the line and not be mean-spirited, but just be funny about it. But there's a lot of other things you can go for after people. He made a comment about me wetting my hair. Yeah. I'm half tempted to jog with the phone on camera to show people that I'm actually doing this shit. Chevy, you were on the phone with me once when I was jogging and I was out of breath. You heard me, so you can't even say nothing about that. But yeah, the fat jokes don't hurt. They're just played out and boring. I suggest, my tip to you guys is this. Make the show about something besides me if you want to really step out of my light. You'll never get out of my shadow because I'm just funny. I'm controversial. I'm edgy. That's what you need. I would give this Scorpion King guy a compliment. Say he has a good voice for the edgy factor if he were to bring that onto the show. I think he sounds like he would be good for it if he was on there more often. Burgundy is always funny and talented. I have nothing bad to say. That's why I said I hurt my feelings, because I was never mean to her. Rock Angel's very good for the show, very talented. Zach, I don't know. I can't say he's great or horrible, because he normally doesn't say anything except for that rant he went on me. But he's never said anything to really let a person know if he's good or bad. I don't know. But if you really want to improve the show, make it about stuff, you know? The video game thing I wouldn't really do. I mean, I personally wouldn't do it because, like I said, there's avenues out there already. Think about it. If you're a game fan and it's either, okay, I can either listen to Rock and Talk where they talk about games or watch G4 where they actually show game demos, or I can go to GameInformer.com, which I'm going to be honest, I play video games. I like games. As Chris, I like games. The Vitamin C character is a character, by the way. No, the Vitamin C character isn't into the whole gaming thing. But me, myself, yeah, I do. I play games. I like games. But anyways, yeah, make it about something, you know? Make it interesting. Make it people call in with their problems or something. Or if you want to stay away from the shock jock, make it something like that. You know, make it something interesting. But, yeah, like I said, I expected Chevy to be worse than he was, but he wasn't. I expected Curtis to be mean, but he wasn't. And like I said, I should have been nicer to him. That's my regret. If someone said come away with this with a regret, it would be I should have been nicer to him because he really did nothing wrong to me. I was just a dick. Like Rock Angel shocked me. My regret was being too nice to her. Bergie, like I said, I considered her a friend at one point. I was too nice to her, so I would have been a little dickier to them. Because, who knew they were going to just be two-faced like that? Scorpion King, I don't know you. I don't know you from Adam. I heard you on air one time previously. And you're going to come off here like, oh, I'm a big defender defending Chevy Daniels. First off, he's a grown man. He doesn't need defending. You make him seem like he's a bitch. He's not a bitch, but you make him seem like he is. Anyways, this is Vitamin C signing off. I will be doing another parody. I'm redesigning it. I'm not going to make it called Rock and Talk. I'm going to make it the Vitamin C Show. I'm going to have parodies of Chevy Daniels, Gay Chevy. I'm going to have a parody of Rock Angel, Cock Angel. I'm going to have a few other parodies on there. I'm actually going to write this. I'm going to make this as professional as I can. Remember, my parodies are not meant to insult. They're meant to be funny. Oh, and people are going to sit there and say that, well, this is copy, or this is against the law. No. Think about it. Comedians do jokes slamming people all the time. That's what this is, and it's a parody. It's covered under the First Amendment. I promise you. I've done my research. I may even post a link to the First Amendment just to show you guys. But anyways, this is Vitamin C Daniels signing off.